Welcome to a global phenomenon. Welcome to a capacity sold-out crowd. It is electric in here. And welcome to MONSTERMANIA VII. An awesome night of Diecast monster truck racing is laid out for all you fans watching along here. 32 of MTA's baddest of the bad are going to be throwing it down at this awesome track laid out right here inside of the MTA arena. The stage is set and everybody is ready to race here tonight for MONSTERMANIA VII. We started this journey here on the Monster Truck Attitude YouTube channel 7 years ago tonight. And now we are going to be racing 32 of MTA's best today and see who's walking away as the 7th champion of MONSTERMANIA. We're getting ready to dive into round one action here tonight, looking at how everything's going to be breaking down. We're going to be taking a look at Wildfire taking on Junkyard Dog. Maximum Destruction is back taking on Black Stallion. Escalade takes on Dalmatian. Monster Mart Rot goes one-on-one with Barefoot. Then the other side of the bracket, Devil's Dodge taking on King Sling, Master Disaster and Clydesdale. Destroyer takes on Jurassic Attack, and Midnight Rider taking on Snakebite. Then we're looking at the second half of our round one matchups. 32 trucks here tonight. We're going to be taking a look at Earthshaker taking on Monster Energy. USA 1 in the house taking on Little Tiger. Then Dragon Slayer takes on No Problem. Monster Butt Poodle and Carolina Crusher. Other side of your bracket, we're taking a look at Recreation and Alien. Then Blue Thunder and El Toro Loco. Gravedigger the Legend and Overkill Evolution. And then El Toro Loco Red takes on the Raminator. And that is how round one action is getting kicked off here tonight at MONSTERMANIA VII. Now up first here tonight in round one action, we're taking a look at Corbin Jocelyn in the all-new Wildfire Chevrolet. He's going to be taking on Ryan Davis out of the Backyard Beast race team, the JYD. Junkyard Dog ready to go over here on the inside lane. MONSTERMANIA Championship on the line. We're getting started as we go green down the straightaway. Side by side, they're even up and over the cars now. What a race! And it's close down to the wire all the way to the finish line. Junkyard Dog and Wildfire giving the fans what they want to see here tonight. Take a look at that. Corbin Jocelyn and Wildfire is your winner here tonight inside of round one competition. Next up here in round one, it's the return of the wise man, Wyatt Anderson, Maximum Destruction. He is out of Paxton, Illinois, ready to go over here on the inside lane. He's now going to be taking on Joey Andrews, your MONSTERMANIA 4 champion. Black Stallion out of Hagerstown, Maryland. Who's it going to be? The green light goes down. Max D and Black Stallion now side by side. Shoot out over the final set of cars and Maximum Destruction. He'll put it down in the fountain in the shutdown area. But how about Black Stallion hanging right there with him all the way down to the wire? What a matchup. We got to go back and take another look at our replay. Pretty much even down that straightaway. Max D starts to pull a slight lead right here in no man's land. Shoot out over the final set of cars and Maximum Destruction is your overall winner here tonight in round one. He'll put Black Stallion on the trailer. Next up here tonight, new kid on the block, Ashley Keller in the new Monster Mutt Dalmatian is now ready to take on a long-time MTA veteran, Jeremy Hiles, returning here tonight in an Escalade. He's ready to go now over here on the inside lane. One of them moves on in a round two competition. Dalmatian and Escalade are going green down the straight stretch. They go. Escalade with a slight lead, but the Dalmatian makes up the ground and turns it over on the big end of the track. Jeremy Hiles in an Escalade. He got a little crossed up coming over that final jump. And then, of course, you see Monster Mutt Dalmatian turns it over. Watch me go back to the replay here. Escalade with a slight lead on the inside. Right there's what I'm talking about. He gets crossed up, shoot out over the final set of cars. It was all Monster Mutt Dalmatian. She gets crossed up on the van stack down there on the big end of the track, turning the truck over. Right now, she will advance on into round two competition here tonight, but we're taking a look down here on the track. Our MTA track crew and officials are down there to roll her back over. A little bit of fiberglass damage done to Monster Mutt Dalmatian here tonight at MONSTERMANIA VII. We'll have an update later on tonight down in the pits. She should be good to go back and ready for our round two competition. What a wild ride. The fans love it. They like seeing the carnage, but it all comes down to who can be the most consistent here tonight on the track. Next up in round one action, we're taking a look at Caden Wilson. Monster Mart Rot coming to the line. He got a victory on Smashdown a couple of weeks ago. He's now taking on the man that took Revolution by storm during the March season, Michael Ehrlich out of Pontoon Beach, Illinois. The big bad Barefoot Dodge ready to go on the outside lane. Who's going on into round two? Green light drops down. They're side by side down the straight stretch up now over the final set of cars. And it's close. Over goes Monster Mutt in the shutdown area as Barefoot gets into the fountain right there. What a matchup that was as Barefoot was door handle to door handle with the Monster Mutt. Shootout now over no man's land. Watch him now settle it down in our replay. It's going to come down to a photo finish. Your winner, Michael Ehrlich, and Barefoot will pull it out by inches here tonight as Monster Mutt spins it out right there and dumps it on its lid. So some damage done for the Backyard Beast race team. Right now our MTA track court officials down there, they're getting ready to turn him right side up, much like they just did with Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Looks like the Mutts are out here turning it over here tonight. Nonetheless, Rottweiler is on the trailer, and Dalmatian does move on out of the Mutt camp. But Barefoot is your winner here tonight over Monster Mutt Rot. What a wild ride it was. A little bit of damage. He's on the trailer. Next up here tonight is the return of a longtime veteran, the King of Kings, Bradley Graham, out of the Renegades Motorsports race team. King Sling ready to go on the inside lane. Now taking on new kid on the block, Davey Woodard in the all-new Devil's Dodge. The first time we've seen this truck on the track. Who's going around two? The green light drops down now. King Sling and Devil's Dodge are throwing it down. The Dodge with a slight lead, but here comes Graham on the inside. King Sling started to come back on him on the big end of the track. What a debut for the new kid on the block in Devil's Dodge. We go back now, look at the replay here. They're even down this straightaway. Watch now as Devil's Dodge starts to pull a slight lead. King Sling now trying to come back on him on the big end of the track over the final set of cars. And at the line, your winner will be Bradley Graham and King Sling. He puts the Devil's Dodge on the trailer here tonight in round one. What a matchup that was. Next up in round one, another new kid on the block, Jamie Hamilton in the all-new Master Disaster Chevrolet. Made it to the final round showdown on Velocity last Saturday. Would love to get a big-time win. He's going to be taking on Bennett Cartwright in the Clydesdale Chevrolet on the inside lane. It's a battle of the bow tie. The green light goes down. Master Disaster with a slight lead, but the Clydesdale's not going away easy. And Cartwright looks like he got the win over the final jump there to the finish line. The Clydesdale may be advancing on into round two. We're going to go back here and take another look. Master Disaster with a slight lead on him. Watch him land now in no man's land. Clydesdale puts down the horsepower. Master Disaster gets a little crossed up, and the Clydesdale will come away with a victory here in round one. Next up here tonight in round one, Bradshaw returns out of the Crushless race team. Jurassic Attack ready to go over here on the inside lane. He's now taking on Joseph Nelson and Destroyer ready to go on the outside lane, trying to get a big time win. The green light drops down now. Destroyer's got a slight lead. Here comes Jurassic Attack on the inside lane, and Bradshaw, he got the win over Destroyer on the inside lane. He made a come from behind victory. He got the horsepower down inside of no man's land. Watch the instant replay here. Destroyer had a slight lead on him. Watch him settle it down. Here comes Jurassic Attack. A nice square, consistent jump over the final set of cars. And at the line, it wasn't by much, but Bradshaw and Jurassic Attack, your winner here tonight inside of round one, and he'll put Destroyer on the trailer. Next up here tonight in round one, Justin Lamb returns in the Midnight Rider, ready to get a big time winner here. He's got to go through one of the best in the business out of the Crush This race team. Colt Cobra returns here tonight out of Cobra Creek, Colorado. The supercharged BDS powered Brass Eagle Snakebite ready to go on the outside. Here's the green light now. Two veteran drivers throwing it down at Monstermania. They're even now through no man's land, and Midnight Rider comes away with a victory over the Snakebite Ford here tonight inside of round one. What an incredible matchup here as Midnight Rider puts the Snake on the trailer. Next up here tonight in round one, Spanky returns, this time in a new ride. 𝐟𝐨𝐫𝐞 coming to the line. He's now ready to take on the Iceman, Jeffrey Skipper. Monster Energy ready to go over here. The brand new truck debuted just a few months back. He's trying to get a win here tonight at Monstermania. Here's the green light down the straightaway. They go. 𝐟𝐿𝐵𝐿 with a slight lead. Monster Energy coming back on the inside, but what a matchup it was. And Spanky would not be denied here tonight inside of round one. We're going to go back and take another look at the replay because the Iceman was right there with him. Watch him go up and over the first jump. They're going to settle it down here in no man's land. Shoot out over the final set of cars. And right there, just a little slob on the car stack. And 𝐟𝐿𝐵𝐿 capitalized. He is your winner over Monster Energy. Next up here tonight in round one, a couple of veterans coming back to the line. The Crazy Cat, Jason Wook, back here tonight out of Big Lake, Minnesota. Little Tiger Ford on the outside lane. He gets ready now to take on the Monstermania 3 champion, Jalen Buford in the USA 1 Chevrolet Boat Truck Stage. Here's the green light now. Ford and Chevrolet going to duke it out. Two veteran drivers now through no man's land, and Little Tiger's upside down. And USA 1, the Monstermania 3 champion, goes home on the trailer. But how about the carnage over there on the outside lane for Jason Wook and Little Tiger? Watch him now up and over the first jump here. They settle it down. USA 1's a little out of shape, but it's all Little Tiger going across the finish line as he dumps it on its lid in a fashionable state. What a matchup that was, and there you see the damage done to Little Tiger. I know a lot of people are oohing and ahhing at that. They didn't expect to see Little Tiger get tore up out here tonight, but Jason Wook will have an update later on tonight down in the pits to see if he's able to come back for our round 2 competition. Nonetheless, Little Tiger putting on a show, and USA 1 goes back on the trailer to Minnesota here tonight. Next up inside of round 1 action, Iron Mike Lanford returns in the No Problem Ford Bronco. He is now set to take on Larry Ramsdale out of the Backyard Beast race team. Dragon Slayer ready to go on the inside lane. One of them moves on to round 2. The other one goes home empty-handed on the trailer. Who's it going to be? Lanford been with MTA for several years. We'll see what he's got in round 1. The green light drops down now. Side by side, slight lead to Dragon Slayer, but no problem. Hit the ground quick. Puts it on 2 wheels down there, going across the finish line. And I do believe No Problem is your winner here tonight in round 1 over the Dragon Slayer. A great another matchup, but next up here tonight, Pete Piscotlo returns out of Wadesboro, North Carolina. The Carolina Crusher Chevrolet ready to go on the outside lane. He's now taking on Violet Craddock out of the K&J Motorsports race team. Monster Mutt Poodle on the inside lane. The green light goes down. She's pulling a slight lead on him on the inside lane. Crusher not going away. And Pete Piscotlo puts it down in the fountain inside of the shutdown area. Having a ride there for Violet Craddock. Monster Mutt Poodle, look at them side by side up and down this straightaway. Now they go up and over the first jump. They settle it down, still even to the final jump here. Watch Carolina Crusher make a come from behind win. An incredible matchup. He got that by less than half a truck here tonight in round 1. A great matchup here as Carolina Crusher will advance into round 2 competition. Next up here tonight, Jim Cartwright, the new kid on the block who took the March season of Thursday Night Thunder by storm, undefeated in the all-new alien truck he built. He's now taking on 𝐾𝐿 and Recreation ready to go on the outside lane. One of them goes on to the round 2. The other one goes on the trailer. There's the green light down the straightaway. They're even now. Up and over the first jump. Alien pulling a slight lead, but Recreation giving him a run for his money here tonight inside of round 1. But Jimmy Cartwright and Alien will advance on in the round 2 competition. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting close to the end here in round 1. But right now, Georgia Wook returns in the yellow El Toro Loco, now ready to take on last year's MONSTERMANIA VI champion. Sawyer Ramsdale in the Built Ford Tough Blue Thunder ready to go on the outside. He got this win last year. Can he do it again here tonight inside of round 1? The green light drops down. El Toro's got a slight lead on him. Here comes Blue Thunder on the outside lane. What a matchup, and over goes Blue Thunder on the van stack that's been tripping up some of these trucks here tonight in round 1 at MONSTERMANIA VII. A great matchup here. El Toro Loco has a slight lead. They get down on this straightaway, up and over the first jump, settle it down here in no man's land, and it's a shootout all the way across the final set of cars that Blue Thunder capitalizes and then dumps it on its lid down inside that shutdown area. So Blue Thunder, last year's MONSTERMANIA VI champion, is going to be coming back for round 2. Well, maybe. Take a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. The entire front axle has been ripped out of Blue Thunder. So as they get him right side up, that crew has got some thrashing to do on the Built Ford Tough Blue Thunder machine here tonight after round 1. So we'll have an update on Blue Thunder later on tonight. And as we move further into round 1 action, it's your boy Shaggy. Matt Cheever returns here tonight. Grave Digger the Legend coming to the line. He's over there on the outside lane getting ready to take on the man who started this journey with us 7 years ago tonight. Roger Moore, Overkill Evolution, looking for his very first MONSTERMANIA championship. Green light goes down. Grave Digger the Legend and Overkill side by side now over no man's land, and Overkill pulls it out as they make contact in the shutdown area. A great race by both drivers. They were letting it all hang out. But Overkill, your winner here tonight inside of round 1. And speaking of round 1, we're getting ready to close things out as Elijah Wheeler returns here tonight in the red El Toro Loco. Ready to go on the outside lane. He's going to be taking on Dana Gosh out of the Crush This race team. The all-new Dodge Raminator ready to go on the inside lane. Who moves on to round 2 as we close out round 1? The green light drops down. Raminator's pulling a slight lead. El Toro Loco right there with him. But it's all Dodge here tonight. The Dodge camp out of Champaign, Illinois. The Raminator will move on in a round 2 action over El Toro Loco. And that will conclude the action here in round 1. We told you earlier we're going to be going down to the pits of all the carnage that took place in round 1. There you see Little Tiger. We saw him get a victory, but he rolled the truck over. They're saying he should be able to make a comeback. This is the story everybody's talking about. The entire front end ripped out of Blue Thunder. He should be able to make a comeback as he's further down in the bracket. They're going to be down there wrenching on those trucks to get them ready for our round 2 competition. And speaking of round 2 action, we're getting ready to get things kicked off. We started with 32 trucks. We're now down to the final 16. Wildfire set to take on Maximum Destruction. Monster Mutt Dalmatian takes on Barefoot. Clydesdale goes one-on-one with 𝐾𝐨𝐬. Midnight Rider set to take on Jurassic Attack. Other side of your bracket, Little Tiger is back taking on 𝐿𝐸𝐵𝐿𝐸. Carolina Crusher taking on No Problem. Blue Thunder goes one-on-one with Alien, and then Overkill Evolution is going to be taking on the Raminator Dodge to close out round 2. So ladies and gentlemen, getting things kicked off here at Monster Mania inside of round 2. Corbin Johnson returns inside of the Wildfire Chevrolet. He's now getting ready to take on the Wise Man, Wyatt Anderson, out of the Renegades Motorsports race team. We haven't seen him in a long time. He's back for Monster Mania. Max D ready to go on the inside. Who moves on to round 3? The green light drops down now. They're side by side. Up now over the first jump through no man's land. It's a close one, and Max D looks like he pulls it out. Down inside the shutdown area, Maximum Destruction will get the win over Wildfire. Next up here tonight in round 2, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. We saw her turn that truck over earlier tonight in round 1. The crew thrashed on it down inside of the pit. You see the damage that was done. They've got it back. They say it's on 100%. Ready for competition, getting ready to take on Michael Ehrlich inside of the big bad Barefoot Dodge. At a Pontoon Beach, Illinois, there you see him. He took Revolution by storm during the March season. We'll see if he can hang on and take out Monster Mutt Dalmatian, or is she going to pull out an upset here tonight in round 2? Green light goes down. Barefoot and Monster Mutt Dalmatian. The Dalmatian's got a slight lead on a Barefoot, not going away easy. It's a close one. A photo finished at best here at Monster Mania 7. What an incredible matchup. Ashley Keller inside of Monster Mutt, hanging right there with Michael Ehrlich and Barefoot. Watch him down the straightaway now. They go over the first jump. Both of them side by side through no man's land. It's going to be a shootout over the final set of cars. We stop it right there. It looks like Barefoot with a slight lead. We're going to go to our next frame. Your winner, Michael Ehrlich and Barefoot, will get the win by inches here tonight over Monster Mutt Dalmatian. What an incredible matchup, but the Barefoot gets the job done here tonight. He moves on into round 3. Next up here tonight in round 2, however, the King of Kings returns. Bradley Graham and 𝐾𝐨𝐬 returning here tonight, the purple edition. You see him over there on the outside lane getting ready to take on Bennett Cartwright in the Clydesdale Chevrolet, a truck Bradley Graham used to drive out here on the circuit since moving to 𝐾𝐨𝐬. Both trucks are staged. The green light goes down now. They're side by side down the straightaway. It's going to be another close matchup here. Clydesdale gets a little out of shape over the final jump, and it did look like that 𝐾𝐨𝐬 got the victory here tonight inside of round 2. A nice park job down there. As we go back to the photo finish, your winner indeed, 𝐾𝐨𝐬 here tonight over the Clydesdale Chevrolet. Another close matchup in round 2. Next up here tonight, Justin Lamb returns inside of the Midnight Rider. He's now ready to take on Brad Shaw, all the way out of the Crush This race team, Jurassic Attack. That truck seems to be working well for him. It's a brand new ride he got a couple of months ago, getting the bugs worked out of it. We'll see what he's got against the Midnight Rider. Stage, the green light goes down. Now they're side by side, slightly going to Jurassic Attack on the inside lane, and Brad Shaw pulled out. He'll park it in the fountain down there inside of the shutdown area. Justin Lamb and Midnight Rider right there with him, but Jurassic Attack is your winner. Next up in round 1 action, Spanky returns inside of 𝐿𝐸𝐵𝐿𝐸. He's now set to go one-on-one with the Crazy Cat. There you see what's left of the Little Tiger Ford out of Big Lake, Minnesota. 𝐵𝐿𝐸𝐿𝐸 behind the wheel, ready to go on that outside lane. We'll see what he's got. 𝐿𝐸𝐵𝐿𝐸 looked bad fast in round 1. Here's the green light now down the straightaway, and 𝐿𝐸𝐵𝐿𝐸's got a slight lead on him, but Jason Wolk trying to make up the ground here. Almost does it on the big end, but it's Spanky getting the job done, and 𝐿𝐸𝐵𝐿𝐸, he'll put the Little Tiger Ford on the trailer here tonight at Monster Mania 7. Another great matchup. Next up here tonight inside of round 2, Iron Mike Lanford returns in the No Problem Ford Bronco. He gets ready now to take on Pete Piscadlo, the Carolina Crusher out of Waynesboro, North Carolina. The Chevrolet on the inside, the Ford on the outside. Who's going to be moving on into round 3 competition? Ford and Chevrolet. Here's the green light down the straightaway. They go. They're pretty much even now through the first jump over no man's lane. Now a close shootout once again. I do believe that Mike Lanford and No Problem got a win here tonight over Carolina Crusher. We're going to go back, take another look here, folks. Down the straightaway they go, slight lead to the Ford Bronco, and No Problem on the outside. Carolina Crusher trying to make up the ground now. Shoot out to the finish line, and your winner, Mike Lanford, and No Problem. He gets the job done here tonight by about a tire length over the Carolina Crusher Chevrolet. Next up here tonight, inside of round 2, it's going to be a rematch from last week on Thursday Night Thunder. Sawyer Ramsdale and the Built Ford Tough Blue Thunder gets ready to take on Jimmy Cartwright and Alien, a truck he built and has been dominant out here on the MTA circuit. He's ready to go on the inside lane. Last year's Monster Mania champion Sawyer Ramsdale, Blue Thunder, ready to go. Green light goes down now. Alien's got a hole shot on him. He's holding out a good time lead on him, and Blue Thunder can't make it up. Makes contact with him in the shutdown area, spins him around. What a matchup it is, but Jimmy Cartwright and Alien Alien, still dominant as ever. He'll put Blue Thunder on the trailer as we get set and ready to close out round 2 action. It's going to be the Dodge camp out of Champaign, Illinois. Dan Agash out of the Crush This Race Team Raminator ready to go on the outside lane. He's taking on Roger Moore, the Ford camp out of Hagerstown, Maryland. Overkill Evolution on the inside. Green light drops down. Now they're side by side off the get-go. Up and over the first jump. Raminator with a lead on him. And Overkill coming from behind. Roger Moore will put it in the fountain down there. What a matchup it was. I'm not sure what happened to the Raminator. Looks like he went for a sky wheelie over that final jump. We're going to go back and check out our Monster Mania replay. Raminator has a lead on him down the straightaway. Watch him settle the truck down in no man's land. Shoot out to the final set of cars. Stands it straight up. And Roger Moore and Overkill will capitalize on him right there. What a matchup it is. The Ford camp outrunning the Dodge here tonight. Overkill will advance on into our round 3 competition. And ladies and gentlemen, what an exciting night here on the Monster Truck Attitude YouTube channel. 7 years ago tonight, we started this phenomenon known as Monster Truck Diecast Racing, and it's been nothing but electric ever since, much like this arena. Here's how round 3 action is going to be breaking down. Maximum Destruction taking on Barefoot. King Sling to go one-on-one with Jurassic Attack. Other side of your bracket, Earthshaker is set to take on No Problem. And then our final matchup of round 3, Alien goes one-on-one with Overkill Evolution. We are now down to the final 8 trucks here at Monster Mania 7. Who's going to take it all the way? That is yet to be determined, because right now, Michael Ehrlich in the Barefoot Dodge, hailing out of Pontoon Beach, Illinois. Again, he took Revolution by storm. 2 championship wins in the March season. Wyatt Anderson, Maximum Destruction. We haven't seen him in quite some time. He's doing well out here so far. Who's going to semifinals? The green light goes down. Barefoot with a slight lead, but Anderson right there with a Maximum Destruction will take it to semifinal action. Michael Ehrlich and Barefoot got a little crossed up over the final jump down there, and Max D takes home a win. He goes on to semis. Who will he meet there? Because right now, a nice rivalry going on. Renegades taking on Crush This. Bradley Graham, the King of Kings over there. King Sling ready to go on the outside lane. He is now taking on Bradshaw out of the Crush This camp. Jurassic Attack looking wicked fast here tonight. Who goes to semis? The green light drops down. Jurassic Attack's got a good lead on him here. King Sling playing catch up on him, and he gets it done over the final jump. Bradley Graham and King Sling eliminates Jurassic Attack here tonight in our round 3 matchup. Another great matchup so far, as close as it gets. Next up in round 3 action is going to be Spanky returning in Earthshaker. He gets set now to take on Iron Mike Lanford. You see him in No Problem. That is a truck he built himself. Sent up here to the MTA Shop. He's ready to go over there on the outside lane. We'll see what he's got against that bad, fast Earthshaker on the inside. Green light drops down. Earthshaker's got a slight lead. No Problem trying to make up the ground here. Earthshaker now in trouble. He's over. And No Problem looks like he may have come from behind right there on the big end by the phone. We got a fire, ladies and gentlemen. Earthshaker in flames down there. They're going to try their hardest to get that fire out. What a matchup here tonight. A little flash fire for the Earthshaker machine. We got to go back and check out our instant replay here. Earthshaker has a slight lead down that straightaway now. Watch him hit the straight stretch before the first jump. Earthshaker still has that slight lead. No Problem now trying to make it to the ground. Earthshaker gets a little out of shape over the final set of cars. Mike Lanford and No Problem will come away with a victory. And now the MTA track crew officials are down there rolling Earthshaker back over. From what we understand, a little bit of oil dripped out of the valve cover, landed on that hot exhaust, and sparked up a little flash fire. Nothing to be worried about. A little bit of body damage. Earthshaker on the trailer for the night, but electrifies the fans here in round 3. And speaking of round 3 action, we're getting ready to close things out as Jim Cartwright remains undefeated since the beginning of the March season. Alien ready to go on the inside lane. He's now taking on Roger Moore. He has been with us on the MTA YouTube channel for 7 years as of tonight. Can he get the job done and be the one that upsets Alien? Boat truck stage. Here's their green light. Overkill Evolution and Alien are down the straightaway. Alien with a big time lead. Evo's coming back. What a matchup. Over goes Overkill in the shutdown area. How about Jim Cartwright and Alien still hanging door handle to door handle with Roger Moore and Overkill Evolution? We aren't sure who got the win here tonight to close out round 3. Here comes Alien on the inside lane. Has about a half a truck lead. They go over the final jump. Shoot out, and it's going to be Overkill Evolution beating out Alien here tonight in round 3. Take another look at our frame. He gets it by about a tire length over Jimmy Cartwright and Alien. So the Evo machine will advance on into our semifinal action. We'll have an update later on tonight and make sure Evo is ready to go for that matchup. What an incredible job by Roger Moore. Overkill Evolution is on a rail here tonight, and so are these other three drivers. Wyatt Anderson, Maximum Destruction, gets ready to take on Bradley Graham and 𝐾𝐨. A teammate rivalry renewed here tonight. Other side of your bracket, Mike Lanford, and no problem, a truck he built is right here in semifinal action at MONSTERMANIA. He'll be taking on Roger Moore and Overkill Evolution, who we are now down in the pits with. Their crew chief tells us that he just toppled on over, a little bit of body damage, nothing to be worried about. They're getting that truck back and ready for our semifinal competition, so Overkill Evolution is going to be able to make the call to get us started here at MONSTERMANIA 7 semifinal action. And right now, this is what it's come down to. The final four trucks, two of them were which on the same team. Bradley Graham, the king of kings over there. 𝐾𝐨 ready to go to take on his teammate, Wyatt Anderson, Maximum Destruction. Renegades rivalry here tonight. Who's going to the finals at MONSTERMANIA 7? Both drivers stage. Here's the green light. Off the line they go. Max D with a slight lead, but 𝐾𝐿's right there with him. Max D now in trouble. He turns it over, and Bradley Graham will go to the finals. And 𝐾𝐿 here tonight at MONSTERMANIA 7. Trying to figure out what happened to Maximum Destruction. We are going to go back and check out our MONSTERMANIA replay here, folks. Down the straightaway, they are door handle to door handle like two rocket ships down a bowling alley. Max D gets a little crossed up right here in no man's land, and right there clips the bus stack, goes end over end, and 𝐾𝐿 will come away with a victory here tonight. He is in the final round showdown. Our MTA track crew officials down there getting ready to scoop up Maximum Destruction over the end of that bus stack down there. It breaks off the right front tire in the process. I do believe that's what he hit that bus with. Nonetheless, a good run here tonight by Anderson and Max D. Who is 𝐾𝐿 going to meet up with in that final round showdown? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to find out. Roger Moore, Overkill Evolution, the Ford camp out of Hagerstown, Maryland, goes one-on-one with Iron Mike Lanford in the No Problem Ford Bronco, a truck he built. Can he get the job done here tonight? Both trucks are staged. Who goes to the finals? There's the green light down the straightaway. No problem with the slight lead. Evo's right there with him to the finish line. Another close matchup. Roger Moore, Overkill, spins it out in the shutdown area. An incredible job by both drivers. Too close to call up here in the booth on who got the win as we go back and check out the replay. Side by side they go, up and over no man's land. They settle it down here, shoot out to the finish line, ladies and gentlemen. And it's going to be Roger Moore, Overkill Evolution here tonight. He will eliminate Mike Lanford in the No Problem Ford Bronco here at MONSTERMANIA 7. An incredible job by all these drivers. We've had a lot of close races here tonight, and that means one thing, ladies and gentlemen. It is now time for the final round showdown here at MONSTERMANIA 7. Who's going to walk away with the championship? 𝐾𝐿, Overkill, next. This is huge, ladies and gentlemen. Two longtime MTA veteran drivers here on the track in the final round showdown at MONSTERMANIA 7. Roger Moore, Overkill Evolution. He started 7 years ago today on the YouTube channel here. Can he get a win tonight, or is it going to be the King of Kings, Bradley Graham and 𝐾𝐿 on the inside lane? Championship on the line, ladies and gentlemen. Overkill, 𝐾𝐿. It's showtime here tonight at MONSTERMANIA 7 as we go green down the straightaway. Side by side they go. Shoot out over the final set of cars. Overkill gets it. He gets the job done. Roger Moore is the MONSTERMANIA 7 champion. What an incredible matchup. They were even all the way till that final jump over the last set of cars here. Watch them down the straightaway. They go up and over the first jump, side by side through no man's land. Right there, some slight problems for 𝐾𝐿, and Overkill will take the win here tonight at MONSTERMANIA 7. An incredible job by all the drivers, but ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your MONSTERMANIA 7 champion here tonight, Roger Moore, Overkill Evolution. A truly exciting and awesome night here at MONSTERMANIA 7, and we're not done yet as we get ready for a little bit of an encore presentation from some of the drivers here that competed here tonight as we get things lined up at the top of the track. Maximum Destruction gets ready to go through the wall of steel. Is our encore here at MONSTERMANIA 7. Up and over he goes. What a ride for Max D here in our encore presentation. What a ride it was, but you thought we were done. We still got a little bit more left in the tank. How about a pair of 𝐾𝐿s coming up to the top of the track? We're going to see what they got for our encore presentation. The green and black, the purple and black. Here they go now down the straightaway. 𝐾𝐿 encore MONSTERMANIA 7. Up and over. Oh, can he save it? Over he goes. King Sling letting it all hang out. The fans absolutely love it. Here as we close out the show, MONSTERMANIA 7 has been nothing but electric. But then there was Blue Thunder. You know the old Built Ford Tough Machine had to get in on the action, and down the straightaway they go. 2 trucks up and over, and it's going to be Blue Thunder putting on a show for the MONSTERMANIA 7 Encore. You've never seen something quite like this on the MTA YouTube channel. It's a celebration of 7 years here as we get ready to watch Crush This do an encore. Snake Bite, Raminator are down the straightaway, up and over, a hard lick for both trucks as they end up upside down here at our MONSTERMANIA 7 Encore presentation. What an exciting night, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for joining us, and it was all but over as we saw Jim Cartwright and Michael Ehrlich, Alien and Barefoot, throwing on an encore of their own. Upside down they go, and then it was flat out pandemonium once all this took place. We even saw the return of Elijah Wheeler, El Toro Loco. He wanted to put on an encore as well. Watch him pop it up right here. Nice little sky wheelie. Lays it up over on the tire. An incredible job here tonight. The fans are absolutely eating this up. We hope you are at home as we get ready to watch Mike Lanford, the No Problem Ford Bronco, the truck he built. He's going to freestyle it here tonight in our encore. What a wild ride for No Problem. An incredible job by all the drivers here tonight. Thank you all once again for coming out and competing. Then there was Spanky, what's left of the Earthshaker machine. Down the straightaway he goes. He's going to pop it up and slam it right into El Toro Loco here tonight. And just all of it coming to a close here at MONSTERMANIA. How about a little action from your boy Matt Cheever and Jason Wolf, the Crazy Cat and Gravedigger the Legend. Absolutely getting wild here tonight at MONSTERMANIA 7. Then we got a pair of the mutts out of the dog pound. I mean, how cool is this, watching these drivers just come out and rip up the arena floor for all you great fans that have supported the Monster Truck Attitude YouTube channel for so many years. One more time, we're going to see Jurassic Attack and Carolina Crusher. They're flying down that straightaway, up and over they go. Jurassic Attack almost brought it around. Brad Shaw turns it over right there in the infield of the track. And how about a little action from El Toro Loco, Monster Mutt Dalmatian as he's flying down that straightaway, up, now, over. El Toro Loco is over. What an insane encore presentation here tonight at MONSTERMANIA 7. One more to go. USA 1, Monster Energy. Here's the final encore presentation, folks, as they go up now in USA 1 with a violent rollover. What a night it's been. Thank you guys so much for your continued support of the Monster Truck Attitude YouTube channel. This does not happen without each and every one of you supporting this channel or the Facebook page and all of our social medias. We appreciate the following very much. Thank you guys. We're getting ready to close out MONSTERMANIA 7. What an awesome event. We hope you had a great time out here on the MTA YouTube channel. Be sure to leave us a like and a comment on this video, and I appreciate it very, very much. Thank you guys for watching MONSTERMANIA 7. Good night, everybody.